face on the YouTube, as my mother would say. So I'm coming to talk to you about my trip to Ireland, a little tiny Q&A. I only got 2 questions, unfortunately. Obviously I answer too much of your questions already in the comments, so no one's got any questions for me. And I wanted to share a little something that I've got planned for the channel that I'm hoping to kick off in the next 2 weeks, but it means that you guys can actually take part in it as well if you wish. It's up to you. Please excuse my face, no makeup, and my skin is flared up, so I refuse to put anything on my face until it is fixed. I did have my glasses on as well, but the ring light was reflecting, you couldn't see a thing. So let's talk about Northern Ireland. So my daughter, I have an older daughter, and then I have twins that are 10 months younger than my oldest daughter. One of them was born with a lot of health complications, and so the one twin, Macy, she was born with a lot of heart complications, and then as she got older she was diagnosed with juvenile arthritis. So for the heart side of it, we're on a page for the hospital kind of, but it's like a charity run thing, and a company got in touch with them, the heart charity, and was after a few children. They wanted a few kids to basically apply for like granting a wish. So I was like, you know what, there's a chance, let's just apply and see what happens. So we applied, and there was only 3 children chosen, and they chose Macy. So Macy's wish was actually to meet Tom Holland, massive Spider-Man fan since she was like 2 years old. So after about 18 months to 2 years, we didn't really get any further with that wish. So we're like, it might be best to think of another wish. She's mad for trains, always has been, so we started looking in that direction, and then we were like, she also loves like crystals and rocks and geodes, and we haven't had a holiday for like 10 years, so let's try and see if we can maybe afford a holiday through the charity. So I asked them, is there a chance that we can go on holiday? And they said, yeah, absolutely, just keep it within the UK. So we were looking all like down south and Wales and Scotland, and then we went, Northern Ireland's in the UK, we can go there. And they said yes. So they ended up, I booked it all myself, but they paid for it all. So they booked the flights, they booked the cottage, they hired us a car for the week, gave us a little bit of petrol money. They did so much. So they are called the Genie's Wish, and I would be forever grateful if you could show them some gratitude and just give them a follow on Instagram if you can, or yeah, they only have a few followers, and I think they really do deserve to have a few more followers to spread the word, because the amount of work that they do, it's incredible. It really is. Some children have gotten to meet like Max Verstappen, and he's actually met the children, and yeah, they work so hard to make these children's wishes come true, and they did for Macy. So that was our trip to Northern Ireland. I'm going to put some footage in, and yeah, enjoy. So we landed at around 11 AM on the Saturday morning. We couldn't get the keys to the cottage until about 2 o'clock, but this is the cottage. Oh, look at it. And that was the hire car that they purchased for us as well. So I'll give you a little tour of the cottage. Look at that little American post box, it's so cute. So a barn style door, amazing. Video quality is just shocking on my part, so I apologise for that. But this is, you walk in, you take the first door on the right, and it is like the front living room. First door on the left is the kitchen diner. It's so cute. It's so chic and just cottage core, country core. I love it. And we had a little foosball table in the corner as well. We had 2 ovens. We had an Aga. There's Mia. And there's Macy in the check in the background getting a glass. Yeah, Summer was sitting at the table. It's my oldest daughter. And there is Ryan, my gorgeous boyfriend, in the background. I'm sure you'll love me saying that. But that is the view from the kitchen window, which was incredible to look out of every single day. Little utility area, little American style fridge. Oh, we are showing you a weird men's toilet as well. There was a urinal in the utility area, which I'd never seen before. Barn style door for the back door, and they had their own little private wishing well in the garden. Little picnic area, a garage, a little bit of grass. In the garage they had golf clubs, fishing rods and bikes for us all to borrow if we wish, and just a massive field of cows that would stare at you non-stop all day. So I'm going to show you the rest. There's me, hello. So you go past out of the kitchen to the left, and there's like a little study area, little mini library, I think they listed it as. Look at all those cool boats up there. I want a Titanic bell. Macy had to ring the Titanic bell. And then a downstairs wet room. Amazing. We didn't actually use this room like to shower in or anything. This was the back living space with a little bar as well. We literally spent all of our time in this room. We loved it so much. It was either this room or the kitchen. And then up the stairs. I loved these stairs. They were so nice. And everywhere had like underfloor heating. So it's lovely. Could just walk around barefooted. It was really nice. And there's the kids seeing the cows. Because why not? Oh, and the thatched roof. How cute is the thatched roof? So this is the family bathroom, I suppose it's listed as. Gorgeous roll top bath. Quirky decor. Absolutely quirky decor. Painted little naked babies. Cupids, let's call them cupids. This was the master bedroom. So this was mine and Ryan's bedroom. And I had a little ensuite on that as well, but it's absolutely massive. And the man that we rented it from, he said he only built it in 2005, so it's quite new. This is our little ensuite that literally everyone used. Even if we were downstairs, rather than using the toilet downstairs, all the kids would come upstairs and use my ensuite. So this was the second double bedroom. Summer had this room because she's the oldest, and there's me again giving you a wave. But yeah, such lovely rooms. And then the third bedroom, they're all brilliant sized as well. It was a twin room. The twins obviously stayed in this one. So that was pretty much day one. What we unpacked and we had dinner and we relaxed. And then the Sunday we went to the Giant's Causeway. The views were incredible, absolutely incredible. There was like 3 or 4 routes that you could take, an easy, moderate, difficult, and then a challenging. We accidentally took the difficult route, got halfway and went, no, let's go down here instead. When you have 2 people out of the group of 5 that have mobility issues, you definitely want to take the easy route. But the views, oh my gosh. It was packed as well. There were so many people there, but it's a big enough space that you're not going to like continuously bump into people, if you know what I mean. But everyone was so nice, and there was so many, like, there was Chinese people there, Japanese, there was Americans there, Germans there. It was crazy to think that so many people across the world come to see this, and the people in Northern Ireland must be so blessed to have this in their country. It is such an amazing spot. There's Macy with a little walking stick. And there was like wardens. Would you call them wardens? There was people there anyway, part of the National Trust, the people that own this site and look after the site. There was people there to make sure nobody got hurt, or, you know, there was loose rocks as well. Some of the basalt columns were loose in certain areas, so that they made sure nobody went onto those bits and damaged them or hurt themselves. But yeah, incredible. And then on the Tuesday we went to Dunluce Castle. So Giant's Causeway was completely free. You had to pay for parking, so we ended up parking somewhere else and walking. But Dunluce Castle, there was parking at the place, and for 5 of us it was £18. £18 to go here. Absolutely amazing. And the views were even better than you could imagine. A little cheeky family photo at the Dunluce Castle. Look at it. Just thinking like how it must have looked back in the day. Just incredible. And there were signs saying, we found this carving as well, but there were signs saying it was built using some of the basalt columns from Giant's Causeway. So that was really cool, trying to spot all of them. Then later in the evening we went to the Dark Hedges, which is off of Game of Thrones. So this was a man in the 1700s planted, I think it was 150 birch trees along this road for his wife. And it was used for like the road to King's Landing on Game of Thrones. It is completely cut off to traffic now. You can't drive over it at all, you have to walk. Tuesday we decided to drive, I think it was 60 miles to Belfast, the city centre, and go to the Belfast Museum, or the Titanic Museum, I think it's actually called, I'm not sure. But yeah, just seeing all of that and hearing like the distress calls and reading them, and yes, it was very, very moving. Whilst we were in Belfast, we thought we may as well make the most of it and book Belfast Zoo, which was so affordable, and it was so tidy and so clean, and all the little animals, they were so cute. On Wednesday, we thought we would try the famous rope bridge that I absolutely hated. It was horrible. I hate heights. I couldn't do it. I could do it. I did it twice, but it was frightful. Especially when it's super windy, you're wearing a dress, and people decide to bounce along the bridge while you're trying to walk on it. Thanks, daughters. I think they did it on purpose. But there is a story behind it that these fishermen that had a little cottage there, they were sick and tired of climbing up to something or other, I can't remember, but they built a rope bridge so that they could get across, and this is like a newer version of that, because it was damaged a long time ago. So you go over this rope bridge, and there's like a little cliff up. I couldn't get up there, far too steep for me, and then you literally come back down and go back across it. Then we popped to Ballintire Harbor, which is another Game of Thrones little filming location. I think it was the Iron Islands, the Greyjoys. I'm going to have to watch it again because I'm forgetting so much, but that was very nice, and I ended up falling on my butt while I was there. And then we popped to White Park Bay, which is also known as Cow Beach, I think. I'm not sure if it's known as Cow Beach, but it's a beach where cows come, but they decided not to come on the day that we were there. But it was one of the most prettiest beaches I've ever seen. So nice. And of course, Game of Thrones studio tour has to be done. We had some little photo shoot kind of thing before and after, and we got to see like all the behind the scenes of how they filmed it. Yeah, look at that. Isn't that amazing? I could stay and watch it all day. how they did all of this. Incredible. But there was like the music studio and the art department, and all the brainiacs behind the show put all their noggins together and created one of the best shows, in my opinion, ever. So if you are a huge Game of Thrones fan, I highly recommend popping over to Northern Ireland and going to the Game of Thrones studio tour. It is incredible. If you live in Ireland already, what are you waiting for? So affordable, and it is incredible. It was at Linen Mill Studios, but we ended up, so we had to go and park at like a ticket booth that was on the edge of a car park for like McDonald's and Home Bargains and Dunelm. And then we had to get a coach from there, which was part of the tour, to the Linen Mill Studios. And then, it was amazing, absolutely amazing. They opened like this big screen door and you went through the ice wall. Like the gate came up and you got blasted with cold air and it was all foggy. Yeah, it was so cool. And this is one of the places where they filmed, so this is King's Landing, and they filmed here, right there, and also, can't remember what it's called now, where Jon Snow lives, Winterfell, that's it. They filmed Winterfell right there as well, in the Great Hall, I think it was. So that is so cool. And most of the people as well that worked there doing the tours, it's a self-guided tour, but there's people milling about to answer your questions or to just come and talk to you, and most of them, if not all of them, were actually part of the show, which we didn't know until we got home, and we were like, oh my god, that was blah de blah in Game of Thrones, or that. Yeah, it was so cool. And then for the last day, Friday, we ended up going to this cute little quaint seaside town called Portrush, and we just spent ages in arcades and gift shopping, going to the little fair. We went and got fish and chips, obviously. You're at the seaside, you must do that. We came home and said goodbye to the cows. We named one Dennis, even though they're all girls, but it was the only one. She would literally run up to you. And then in the evening, just before we went to bed to get on our flight, there was a rainbow in the sunset. And then we came home to sunny old England. So there's a couple of questions that I can answer. The first one was Zelda. I think they're both from Zelda, actually. The first question was about the brush that was used. And now I think it was this brush that she's on about. So one end is a little spatula and the other end is this brush. Don't want to touch it because I always keep it a little bit wet with gel products. So this is pretty much for any kind of gel application. Polygel, builder gel, you name it. So the bristles are nice and flat. They are, like I said, I always keep a little bit of gel on it. They are nice and stiff. They stay together. They don't splay. It's nice for patting and pressing down the gel product. So hopefully that answers your question. It hasn't been cut. It has been brought like that. And I will leave a link in the description for one. There are different ones that you can buy. So I have one from the cart as well. It's basically the same. This one's just a little bit bigger. Again, it's got gel on it because I like to keep it with gel on. And yeah, it's just, it doesn't splay. It's nice. The body of the brush, like the belly of the brush and everything, is just, it's just really nice to work with. It's perfect for gel application. And I think I've got one more. Let me see if I can find it. This one, I think that, yes, this one's old. Again, try and do it. This one's very, very old now, but the same kind of thing. It's just a lot of bristles packed together that don't really splay, and it's nice. It's just really good and perfect for applying gel, build gel, poly gel, any of that jazz. And the other question was from Zelda as well about nail drills. So she was saying that it bounces. So I don't really know how to explain it, but hold it like a pen. Put this finger, your pinky finger, on the nail, on a point, a pressure point. So I'll turn it on and make sure that it's going this way. I want to make sure, I don't know how to explain it, just make sure that pinky is stabilising you. And take it slow. Keep it nice and flat. Sometimes if you're not stabilising, it can be bouncy, look. Because I haven't got any pressure anywhere. Or maybe you've got it on the wrong setting. So this is going reverse. So if I put it on forward and I'm trying to go this way, there's no resistance. But I might be trying to go that way, and that's not good either. And especially if I'm not putting my pinky finger as an anchor. Keep it nice and flat. Your speed might be too high, try it with a lower one. If it's too low, try it with a higher one. If it's on natural nail, I would do 5,000 and less. If it's on something like this so that I want to remove, I would do it between minimum 20,000 revs. I've ruined my nails now, but I need to take them off anyway. But hopefully, I mean, I don't really know how to explain it, just anchor point. Just keep that pinky finger as an anchor point, and you should be okay. So the thing that I want to do for the channel is essentially something, it's like a series I suppose, but I want you guys to be a part of it if you wish to. So what it is there'll be a theme. So say like my daughter's going to do the first one. We've already spoken about this. So she's really excited because I've just had a new nail lamp, so she's going to have my old one. And the plan is she chooses a design on one nail. Say it's Van Gogh's sunflowers. So she would paint, it might not be Van Gogh's sunflowers, just an example. So she's going to paint on one nail the best she can on camera. And then I will do it with my left hand on camera, side by side, with the commentary, us having a laugh. Hopefully like a little mini challenge. But if you guys wanted to take part, you tell me what day's best, you film yourself, send me the video, and this got to be fine-tuned. Obviously we've got to figure it all out. What I want to do, I do it with my left hand, you do it with your normal hand, you choose the design, or if you haven't got a design, maybe there can be a wheel that people will add to with a design. We'll spin it if you can't think of a design, and we'll choose that. But mine's going to be with my left hand. hopefully that's something that we can do. I think it'll be a laugh. I do. I think it'll be hilarious, and it's definitely going to challenge me. I was thinking like all the different designs you could just do a dog, or you could do a portrait of Michael Jackson with my left hand on one nail. Yeah, anything, any Halloween design or anything. So I'm hoping if you want to take part in it, record yourself, have a chat in the background while you're recording, send me the video. You can have it edited or unedited, it's absolutely up to you. I can edit it down myself if need be, and then I'll do my own and we can have it side by side. But I don't know whether to do it, because obviously I upload on a Sunday and a Wednesday. I don't know whether to push the Wednesdays to a Thursday and do it every week on a Tuesday. We might run out of ideas. We might run out of people actually wanting to take part. So is it going to be an every 2 week thing, or is it going to be a once a month thing? Don't know. So let me know what you think, and if you have any ideas to contribute to it, that'll be greatly appreciated. Yeah, but I definitely want to do it. I think it'll be good. And it's not going to be like any voting, taking part or anything. It's just to have a laugh. If you're a small channel yourself, you know, you might get some new followers. I might get some new followers, subscribers, whatever. I think it'll be a really good idea. And we could even do like a FaceTime sort of style, if that's even possible. I'm not sure if that's possible. I'll have to have a look into that. But that would be better, because then I could actually talk to you at the same time. That might be a thing to have a look into. I'll let you know. Or if you already know if that's possible, let me know. But I think I've answered the 2 questions I had. Let you in on the little thing that I want to do with the channel, and told you all about Ireland and shown my face, which I'm not happy about, by the way. So thanks so much for watching, and I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.